Movies have shown us countless times what it would be like if dinosaurs came back to life today. But what if we flip the question? What if we travel back to the Jurassic period instead? Would we actually meet a T-Rex? And more importantly, could we survive? Let's imagine we have time machine and it sends us back to an age when giant reptiles ruled the earth. We finally step into the Jurassic world. Towering coniferous trees around us along with a giant forest stretching in every direction. The climate is warm, humid, and it rains frequently, turning much of the forest into muddy swamps. The insects aren't giant monsters anymore. Most of them are about the same size as the one we see today. Suddenly, sweat is pouring down your face. The air feels heavy, and breathe isn't as easy as it should be. During the Jurassic, Earth was much more geologically active. Massive volcanic activity released enormous amounts of greenhouse gases, making the planet significantly warmer than it is today. Even the polar regions weren't covered in ice, they were covered by forest. The atmosphere also contained much higher levels of carbon dioxide, which could leave a modern human feeling dizzy, short of breath, and exhausted. Then, you heard something moving through the trees. Heavy footsteps, branches snapping. A massive shadow slowly emerged from the forest. It is Dilophosaurus, one of the larger predators of the early Jurassic. Its body is built for hunting, razor-sharp teeth, powerful claws, and the ability to sprint at impressive speeds. It could easily chase down fast-moving prey and even attack animals much larger than itself. Surprisingly, there is no T-Rex and Stegosaurus here. Those famous dinosaurs wouldn't evolve until tens of millions of years later. And after spotting a predator like this, there's only one sensible thing to do: run. And while we were hiding, a dinosaur the size of a dog with a back that looked like a dragon's came up to us. Suddenly, a shadow sweeps across the ground. Looking up, we see flying reptiles soaring overhead. Their wings stretch several meters across and their beaks look terrifying. Fortunately, it had relatively weak bite forces, making them better suited for catching fish and small animals than attacking humans. But as dangerous as the land and sky are, the ocean is even worse. Jurassic seas were home to gigantic marine reptiles. Some were larger than modern bears. Others looked like a giant crocodile the size of a van. And then there were dolphin-shaped predators with jaw packed with full of razor-sharp teeth. The ocean were warmer than today, and the sea levels were much higher. Trench-sealed creatures drift through the water, while early coral reefs slowly expanded beneath the waves. So, could a human actually survive in the Jurassic? Maybe. We could hide inside the caves to avoid predators. Freshwater wouldn't be much of a problem, thanks to the frequent rainfall. But food? That's where survival became incredibly difficult. There were no potatoes, no rice, no wheat, and none of the fruits we're familiar with today. Roasted insect would probably become a regular part of your diet. Unless you wanted to spend every day chewing on ferns, you'd have to hunt. You might even try hunting smaller plant-eating dinosaurs, because carnivorous dinosaurs have a lot of tough muscle, and their meat might be poisonous. Every trip outside your shelter will be a gamble. If you were lucky, you might find dinosaur eggs along the way or collect seafood near the coast. Of course, that's assuming you actually make it back alive. So, that's what a vacation in Jurassic might feel like. Exciting? Absolutely. Safe? Not even close. So, would you want to live there? And as always, thank you.